G'day mate, how you going? Well, as you know, this is not a Breitling. The crystal is quite nice, domed, but it's hardlex, or it claims to be hardlex. Doesn't seem to have any AR coatings, but that's completely fine. The applied markers look good, and the background, the dial, it's hard to get my video to cope with it, but the face is very, very nice. It has a semi-metallic sort of sheen to it. Okay, so let's first of all say that on a Breitling, that one would be associated with the second chrono, so that should be the chronograph minute counter, and that one should be the running seconds, so because that's yellow and the main hands are yellow. But what we find when we started is that it actually runs, and it runs as just a regular chrono. And at first I thought, well, that's interesting. What's fucking going on here? However, let's not preempt things, so I'm trying not to make this too long for you. So if I press the bottom, I can actually stop it. Notice how it kept up. So I can actually take a lap time and examine the lap time, and then it catches up, which is pretty good. So just speaking of the chrono second hand only, then, we don't actually see anything, that indicates it's mechanical, because a mechanical watch just couldn't do this sort of push that and then catch up. But what's that hand there, the yellow left-hand subdial goes past there and tick, 1 minute. Right, okay, so that 60-30 subdial there is obviously the minute counter for the chrono, which is kind of not what Breitling did with theirs. And so what is the other one? Well, to be honest, I can't tell you what the other one is. So press stop, press reset, and that's obviously chrono, minute counter, chrono. And it's obviously an electronic chrono because that's how it operates. So what I've been able to identify on that one is that seems to be actually, weirdly enough, the running hours hand. I've found no way of actually resetting that subdial. It's just accumulating hours. So I have no idea. So it's now, at the, I guess, 20-hour mark, if you look at where it is. But it can't be stopped, it can't be started, it's just there. So it's sort of like a decoration. I don't fucking know what it's supposed to be. Anyway, the point of the matter is that it's actually really good for, a cheap watch that looks like a Breitling, that has like a bit of a nod to the Deus ex Machina. And it's it's actually got Breitling top time Deus on it, and even has the N benzene veritas. And in fact, don't know how well it shows up here, but the color on that is much, much better. That red and orange in there is much better than on the Suggest or on my Cadison. So this watch, and I wish I could show it better, but the whole white, what appears to be white here, is very lightly metallic sheen. It's just fantastic. It's really good value. So if what you care about in a homage is how it looks for the money, then fuck me dead. This is fantastic compared to the Cadison at $200 or the fucking Suggest. And unless you've got, what's the right word here? Snooty, pretentious attitudes against quartz watches, it's totally adequate. In fact, even things like the shape of the lugs and those little notches in there are much, much more like the Breitling than the. I think that even has a B that's very reminiscent of the Breitling on the crown as well. So yes, for $50 it's a fucking winner.